Welcome back to 300 Days on One Block Minecraft. In this episode, I completely revamped the entire island, and I even made something very special just for my girlfriend in this video. I can't wait till you guys see it. If you guys haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I've been spending weeks on these videos, and we can hit 1 million subscribers with only 5 videos uploaded. So together, we can all become the fastest growing YouTube channel in 2021. And big news, I also made a second channel. So if you guys want more content and more videos, go check it out. It'll be in the description and in the top right corner. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode on One Block Minecraft. On day 201, I was riding a skeleton horse, and then I noticed a fox stuck in my auto sorter, so I had to kill it because you know I hate foxes. I then put on my pants and I was ready to start day 201. I went to go see George if he was still alive, and luckily he was. He was still swimming in his sink-sized tank. Poor guy, man. Even though I put him in there. Then I found this iron golem, and I was just making fun of his unibrow again because man, I need to get sponsored by Dollar Shave Club or Manscaped or something because I need to shave that unibrow off. And for some reason, I tried getting him into the end portal, but it didn't work, so I ended up killing him instead. At least he doesn't have to deal with his unibrow anymore. For some reason, my camel is still in the water and my turtle is outside the water. They completely switched spots. So I pushed the turtle back into the water and I gave him a friendly push. I then said hi to my polar bear that's been stuck in this fence since day 1, and I had to make him dance. It's just tradition over here. I then said hi to my best friend and my only friend, and I just realized I don't have a name for him. So whoever can come up with the best name in the comments will name my dog. And I realized I was completely starving and I had no food in any of my chests. So I spent the rest of the night harvesting my wheat, and I went to breed my cows, and I had to say hi to my girlfriend and my girlfriend's sister, the 2 biggest cows in the farm. And luckily they couldn't breed with each other, or else that would have been really weird. I'm glad Minecraft has that under control, or we would have some problems. And for day 300, I had plans to completely revamp this entire island. I wanted to expand the castle by the end of the episode, and I really had to connect these pathways to the castle. I also really wanted to destroy my old chest room and put it into the castle, even though it looks so pretty and I spent so much time on it and all the leaves, but I'm gonna have to do it. I also wanted to move the mob farm behind the turtle home so everything is in line and the island will be completely revamped and organized. And I had to make a new home for these villagers because they're kind of living in poverty. It looks like a homeless shelter, to be honest. And you already know the big day is coming. I'm gonna kill the wither in this episode. I then spent the rest of the night from day 201 to 202 mining some stone because I really need a lot of stone to expand this island. Big things are coming, boys, and I'm pretty excited to see what this entire island will look like on day 300. While I was gathering some items to make a brand new stone generator, a creeper blew up on me and destroyed all the memorials off of the walls. Thank God the creeper didn't blow up the meat and the leather, because I would be so sad if I lost the mushroom cow's meat. That sounded kind of weird. I then hung up his meat and his skin back on the walls, and I'll make a brand new memorial for them later. But on day 203, I had plans to make a brand new stone generator, and I wanted to make this one ginormous. And I had plans to move my chest room over to the castle. So let's get building. While I was building, these skeletons would not leave me alone. And when I thought that was bad, I checked back on the platform I made, and they were just completely full of mobs. Once I eliminated all of the mobs, on day 204, I continued expanding the island. I then went to the old stone generator, I stole all of the lava, and it's time to completely destroy the old. And come in with the new. And while I was building the stone generator, another creeper fell from the sky right on top of me and blew up my island. I swear, I've been having the worst luck with creepers this episode. But I continued building the stone generator. I made this huge piston area, put all the redstone down, and the big moment, I was ready to test it. And it seemed like it was doing pretty well. Everything was working the way I wanted it to. Then I saw a creeper inside the pistons, and this happened. That made my heart drop. I got so lucky I put water right there. Does anyone else's keyboard just hold down a key without you realizing? Because that gave me a heart attack. I then went to the nether to grab some more lava buckets to add it to my stone generator. And to my surprise, I saw another donkey and my cat chilling in the nether. And these iron golems were having like a family reunion in the nether. There was like 10 of them. The nether seemed like a safe spot for all of the animals to run away from me like I abused them or something. Speaking about abuse, this iron golem was getting completely ganged up by these pigmen. And one guy came up for backup, but the iron golem ended up dying. Poor guy, he fought well. And it looked like a complete war zone out here. But we were left with only one man standing. I then went back to the overworld with all my lava buckets. I placed them all down and my goofy ass forgot that there was a hole and I completely burned my island and all of the redstone. Yeah, it's official. I am pretty stupid. You guys don't have to tell me in the comments, but feel free to comment anything and I'll try my best to respond to you or give you a heart. But anyways, it seemed like the stone generator was working perfectly and I was really excited, if you couldn't tell already by me twerking in the air. I then waited all night waiting for all the stone to get generated. Is that the right word? Generated? All the stone to be made, I guess. And from the far, I forgot to put torches on top, so I used my bow and arrow and I killed all the mobs on top of the stone generator. And I just felt like Katniss Everdeen or something. Well, I mean Hawkeye, because if you couldn't tell, I am not a girl. I hope that's clear. And while I was mining, I realized this is way too slow for my liking. So you know what I had to do? I had to get the haste beacon. So I was ready to finally kill the wither. I grabbed some arrows, got some water buckets, and I was running low on food, so I had to breed the cows. And then I slaughtered them, hoping I wouldn't kill my girlfriend or my girlfriend's sister. If I did, I probably wouldn't even mind, to be honest. Might be a dream come true, to be honest. No, I'm just kidding. But I grabbed a totem of undying just in case. I grabbed my soul sand and my wither heads and I was ready to go fight the wither. Let's go. I'm just kidding, guys. I know I grabbed soul soil this time. I just wanted to bug you guys. I already know there's like 40 of you guys in the comments saying, oh, Cookie got some soul soil. But I did that on purpose. I'm so funny. But I jumped into the end. One small step for man, giant leap for Cookie because I weigh 400 pounds. I put down the soul sand and it was time to spawn the wither. I put down the last head and I made a run for it. The last time I fought a wither was in like 2015. I have no idea how to fight a wither. So I was pretty nervous and my boy just started booking it. He started running from me. I was like, where are you going? I'm right here, bro. I was pretty confused, but I realized the wither also attacks endermen. And I'm not sure if it made it better or worse, but it was so hard hitting him because he kept running around the entire end. I called myself Hawkeye, more like poo. I can't hit any of my arrows anymore. I was pissed. So I chased the gorilla ape all around the end, shooting my arrows at him, and this took way longer than I expected. And I'm guessing the wither just felt bad seeing how many arrows I missed on him, and he's like, bruh, let me just help you. So he came down to me to fight me on the ground. Thankfully he did, and I just started swinging my sword into him for the rest of time. And when I mean the rest of time, I literally mean the rest of time. I was 65 years old at this point with 3 grandchildren. It took so long to kill this guy. And before I died of old age, I finally killed the wither. Oh my god, he was probably getting tired of just flying around. He was probably happy I killed him. He's like, thank god this is over with. I don't need to watch this idiot miss all his arrows anymore. But anyways, I celebrated by, you know what, breezely bridging and god bridging. I wasn't doing as good as last video, but I kept practicing. Hey, I'm pretty impressed though. I used to not be able to do like 3. The most I've got was like 4, and now I could go like 30. It's pretty amazing. But anyways, I took the ginormous leap of Cookie back into the overworld, and I said what's good to all my villagers. I showed them the nether star, and like usual, they just don't even care about me at all. But I grabbed some glass and some obsidian, and I made my first beacon since like 2015. It's been a really long time since I made a beacon, but I was really excited. I looked in my iron chest and I was completely loaded. So I made my first ever beacon, and I was wondering why it wasn't working, and I looked up and there was blocks on top of me. It took me like 3 minutes to realize. I finally got the beacon working and it looked pretty amazing. So I used a diamond and got haste 1, and I wanted to see if it would help the speed of mining on my stone generator, and there was like no difference. So I grabbed even more iron. I made a couple stacks of iron blocks, and I wanted to make a full level beacon. So I cleared out an entire area and started placing down all the blocks for my beacon. And there it is, a full level beacon. I got haste 2, thinking that I will completely tear through the stone, but it was still super slow. So I went to my mob farm and gathered a whole bunch of XP and tried to get efficiency 4 and make efficiency 5. And I took a look in this chest and I found an efficiency 4 pickaxe. So I grabbed it thinking I didn't need to get more levels. I tried to combine it and I'm stupid and I thought you could combine diamonds and netherite. But anyways, I did get the efficiency 4 book I was looking for and I made the efficiency 5 pickaxe. I just said efficiency like 9 times in the past minute, but the pickaxe was tearing through this entire thing. So I mined out the entire stone area and this thing was amazing. And with haste 2 and efficiency 5, you completely destroyed stone instantly. So I kind of already need to upgrade, but I mined once and I got about 11 to 12 stacks of stone. And with all this stone, I can finally revamp the entire island. I mined for another day and I just got a whole inventory of stone. This thing is insane. Within about like couple minutes, I had a half a double chest of stone already. And I needed one last thing to start redesigning my island. I needed my spruce wood, but it wasn't working on my tree farm, so I had to do it manually, and that's what I did for the next 2 days. On day 231, I literally had like 10 stacks of logs. I spent so long mining, and I really wanted to make my chest room because I was getting sick of my old one. And these creepers, man, this episode, they're just trying to kill me, I swear. They have like a mission to kill me or something. And speaking about creepers, just watch this. Yep, a creeper snuck up on me in the villager house and destroyed the entire villager's home. And they just start booking it out of their house. So I went to go try to save them and they are already back to making love right after a terrorist attack. So I patched up the entire house, I pushed them back into their home, and this guy just refused, so I just let him be. Once their house was all fixed, I was finally able to make a butcher. And the reason I was doing this is because I needed food and I was way too lazy to start breeding the cows and killing them, and it took way too long. Ain't nobody got time for that. Voice crack, I'm going through puberty. But I got some KFC chicken because, you know, you can't go wrong with fried chicken, man. And it was time to start making my chest room, so I had to move my beacon underground just so it's not in the way. And I swear this is like my 6th time making a chest room, but I just love making chest rooms, man. And I was AFK for like 5 seconds and a zombie killed me. I respawned in the villager's home and it just reminded me how empty it was in there. I forgot they were all dead and it was pretty sad seeing all my friends all gone. And since the zombie killed me, I could not find my chest plate. I looked around and I guess it just fell off the void. I was kind of upset because my skin is already wearing underwear and now I don't even have a shirt, so I'm practically naked. And I had one last look at the villager's home and it was completely full of mobs. It was pretty sad to see. But anyways, I grabbed some leaves to make my brand new chest room. I grabbed some more chests, some more items, and I was ready to start building the chest room. Once I finish the chest room, you know me, all my fans know that I got to add leaves everywhere. And just like that, the entire chest room was built. I have leaves everywhere and it looks pretty amazing. Not the best building in the world since it's the same design as my old one, but the old design was pretty nice, so I had to keep it. Now I had to find a way to move the blocks from there underground all the way to these chests over here. So when I mine the one block that's unlimited, all the items will flow into my chest room and it'll be really easy to organize everything, just like my old chest room. After making even more stacks of chests, I put all the chests down in my chest room. Chest, I love chests. Man, I've said this word like a million times. I need to find a new word. But the chest room was all complete and I had to take one last look at the villager's house. I'm sorry for bringing this up for the 3rd time, but like, look how empty and sad and depressing this looks. It used to be full of life and now it's just held down by 2 creepers. I'll avenge them and make a brand new villager home soon. But on day 247 and 250, I started mining some more because I haven't mined in a while. And I can tell why I haven't, because these blazes spawned instantly. Once I killed them, there's fire everywhere and I took them all out. I'm always so scared to miss a fire somewhere and like I'll turn around and the entire island's on fire or something. And I went back to mining and another Squidward spawned. When was the last time you guys saw that guy? Day 100 fans? Let me know in the comments below. Some chests spawned and I got some cool spawn eggs. I got a cat and I got a squid. And then a charged creeper spawned. I swear the theme of this entire video is just creepers. Oh, do you guys remember this guy? guy, the big nose witch. Girlfriend. I know all you guys are waiting for that girlfriend joke to come. Just wait till you see the next girlfriend joke later on in the video. I made her something pretty special. It's pretty funny. And I was also spectating these homeless skeletons dueling it out. Hey look, 2 more Georges spawned. And after a little bit more mining, I got some gold and a book, and I got parrots. William version 2 is back. Who remembers William? Let me know in the comments. I then grabbed some seeds and tamed them both. They are version 2 of the 2 parrots I had on day 100. Who remembers my second parrot, the parrot that got yeeted by the hoglin? That was pretty funny. And you know I had to make the parrots twerk one time, you know, bust it down a little bit. And speaking about hoglins, my iron golem was going ham on these hoglins that spawned, and he started yeeting my donkey. Don't touch my donkey like that. So I started shooting arrows into his butt and I killed him. And now it was time to change the collection system and make it cleaner. And I really like this new redesigned waterway collection system thing. And my plan was to have all the items drop down underground and it would travel all the way to my new chest room. I gave it a little test and it worked out perfect. It landed all in the 1 block. I also didn't really like how this log thing looked, so I quickly changed it to a glowstone block. That looks alright, I guess. I'm not the best builder in the world, but hey, it will do. While I was testing it some more, a ghast spawned and he broke my auto sorter. Then he shot a fireball at me and I shot it right back to him and I killed him with my arrows. And now my island is completely soaked and all these skeleton horses spawned. Once I killed them all and I tested this one more time, it was actually working perfectly. And this is what it looked like when it was all complete. All the items would travel underground and go to my new chest room. And my parrot was slowly sinking into the void and I thought he was gonna die, but I forgot they have wings, so he was fine. And I spent the next 3 days working on the new auto sorter, and I had to make a really long water pathway all the way to the new chest room because it was at least 100 blocks away from the unlimited block. So I placed down a lot of water, a lot of ice, and I gave it a test, and I think it will be working pretty good. So I grabbed more buckets, I got some more water, and I continued expanding the waterway. And this parrot would not leave me alone. He would just watch me do everything and anything. He's just always with me. Hey, at least I finally have a friend. My first one ever in real life too. Did you guys hear the pain in my voice? That is true pain. But anyways, I finally got to the new chest room and I built all the way up. I made a soul sand kelp elevator thing and it was working because if the elevator could lift my fat ass up, it could definitely lift up all the blocks. So I gave it a test. I went to mine some blocks and look at that. All the blocks were just bouncing in the water. And speaking about my friend, he was getting a little bit annoying. He would not leave me alone and he kept getting in the way. So I just dropped him into the void. I then made a bunch of more chests and I turned that into hoppers. And the amount of iron I have is actually insane. I love that iron farm. And my parrot just would not, like he's always in the way. He just wants so much attention. It's basically having a girlfriend. And he disappeared and I thought he got sucked up by the hopper, but he was actually on my shoulder. I always think they just disappear, man. But the whole waterway was set up and all the hoppers were set. So it was finally time to test it and start mining some blocks. Then my girlfriend's sister spawned and look at her. Jeez, that's one hideous creature right there. It looks just like her because she dyed her hair purple and the Strider's purple with a ginormous head as well. And to make my testing even harder, 2 more ghast spawned and luckily I'm just Candace Everdeen here. And I thought that was enough, but the worst monster party happened. All of these flying gorillas spawned, but for some reason they weren't aggroing me, so I just ended up killing them with no problem. And I accidentally shot this polar bear. Poor guy. The noise he made when he was burning is actually so sad. And I was so done. I had to get this parrot off of me and sit him down because he was getting so annoying. He kept getting in my way. So I sat him down and made sure he stayed there. I went back to my chest room to see if the auto collection system works, and there was good news. It was working. All the blocks were in there and we did it, boys. We made an underground collection system. Now it was time to move all the items from my old chest room to my new one. And at first I was just grabbing all the stuff and walking to the new chest room, but it was taking way too long, so I had to make another waterway. And I just love having these waterways that carry items around because like it just makes me feel so advanced. I don't know why. Is that weird? But I finally completed it and it was time to test it out. So I destroyed all the chests and I threw all the items into the waterway, and it was working like usual. And this made the process way easier. Now I didn't have to run back and forth with a full inventory of random junk. I then started throwing all the items into random chests because I was way too lazy to organize them because it is a big pain in the butt to organize all these items. Like, look at it. And once all the items were removed from my old chest room, it was time to destroy it. It's pretty sad to see this go. I made this in the ending of day 100 and it's time to destroy it. And then I witnessed a commit suicide. Like, what? The wolf just walked right off the edge into the void. Like, I was so confused. Luckily, it wasn't my best friend. It was just a random wolf on my island, but like, why? But it was time to destroy everything, so I grabbed the memorial items, all the special items that meant a lot to me, like all the animals that died and all of my boots, because I cannot forget my air forces. I got the dragon egg, and if you have any last words for the chest room, let me know in the comments, but it's time to destroy the chest room. And once it was all destroyed, it looked so weird not having anything in this area. It just looked so empty. And soon the mob spawner, the cobblestone area, and the villager home will be destroyed as well. And I also noticed these turtles making love. Poor George, stuck in the little cage. And if I get enough comments, I'll reunite all 3 turtles so they're not lonely on day 400. But it was time to destroy everything else, so I took down the tree farm and I wanted to move it beside the stone generator. And again, just having the tree farm removed, it looks so weird. The entire island looks so different compared to what it was on day 100 and even day 200. But I have plans to make this castle way better. So keep watching to see what I added on top of the castle, because it's pretty funny. But I destroyed the villager's home because it was kind of old and all the villagers were dead. So it was just abandoned, and I'll make a brand new one in the castle later on. It will be amazing. This is so weird because it's like I'm reversing day 100. Everything I built on day 100, I'm destroying it on day 300. So you guys are basically watching day 100 in reverse. Mind blown. You guys like my cool sound effects? But on day 279, I saw my lonely villager, the only one left on my island, looking off into the distance on the very edge. So I grabbed a sign, I snuck up behind him, I put it beside him, and I said, "Don't do it, bro. Life is good." Because it really is. So if you guys are ever going through something like this, just know life is good. Everybody has troubles in their life. Living is like a wave. The wave hits a high, but it'll also hit a low. But remember, it will always hit a high again. It just takes some time. Shout out to my boy Kelvin. But I did try saving the villager with some steak, and he didn't want it, so I pushed him back on the island. And once he was back on the island, he went to cry in the corner. And he went right back on the edge. Don't worry, bro. I'll have some friends for you soon, man. Stay strong. But anyways, on day 280, I grabbed my diamonds and I made another chest plate because I wanted to go back to the end and find the end city to get an elytra and the dragon head. I tried combining a protection 3 book with my already fire protection 3 chest plate, and I realized it didn't work. So I just went with the fire protection. And then I took the humongous leap of Cookie. Once I got into the end, I realized there were a lot of mobs here and the zombie scared the poop out of me. I thought he was gonna knock me off. And I have no idea how a turtle or my horse got here, but I made a little railing so they don't fall off. And for some weird reason, whenever I'm in the end, I always want a god bridge or bruisey bridge. It's just so satisfying once you are able to do it. But I started bridging to the little portal thing, and then this happened. Yeah, I fell off and I was so lucky to bring some ender pearls with me, or I would have died with all of my stuff. And I think I just gained a little weight because I just can't fit into this portal. And once I finally fit through, I thought I was falling because nothing was loading, so I thought I was gonna die. But we were all good. But my pair was struggling a little bit flying in sub-zero gravity because we are in the end, or in space, I guess. So my pair hopped on my shoulder and we were ready for our adventure. And for some reason, I was just doing risky jumps everywhere. I'm not sure why. I kind of had like a death wish or something. something. But I knew finding these end cities would take a very long time, so I was kind of being impatient. As you could probably tell just by watching me and Ninja bridge over the void. I then found my first end city, and this was so small. It reminded me of something I have that is really small. But anyways, I killed the shulkers, and that's literally it. There was like only 3 shulkers in there. It was puny. And I started risking my life again and breezily bridged over the void. Maybe what I have is not so small after all. You guys get it? No? Okay. Maybe it's just me. But when I was recording this, my girlfriend was over and she was wondering what these tall looking mobs are, and I had to show them what they do. So I looked at the Enderman and they started chasing me, and she did not like how creepy they looked. But next time, if you guys want to hear my girlfriend talk in one of these videos, let me know in the comments and you guys can finally meet the cow. But I think this was my 3rd end city I found, and I found a pretty good sword in this chest at fire aspect, sharpness 4, and unbreaking 3. On my 4th end city, I think I found the biggest one I've ever been into. This thing was massive. So I just skipped everything and I killed a whole bunch of shulkers, and I got a lot of diamonds and a perfect chest plate that I was looking for. Protection 4, unbreaking 3. How lucky is that? And I went around killing all the shulkers around these cities. I looked into another chest and I found some pretty awesome boots. Feather falling 4, unbreaking 3, protection 3. And I finally found another end city with the ship. And this end city was completely loaded with diamonds. I got so many diamonds. This is way better than mining. I should just go find some end cities. And then there's this chest, just actual poo. And I didn't even want to deal with all these shulkers, man. They are so annoying. So I just sat in a corner just crying. But eventually I did end up killing them all and cleared out the entire area. I then started bridging to the ship and I ran out of blocks. And this is probably the only time the shulkers came in handy. They gave me the levitation and they helped me come over to the ship just for me to kill them and steal their elytra and their dragon head. And in one of the chests they had a mending diamond boots, which is pretty awesome to have mending. And now I finally grabbed the elytra. I then got some more blocks so I can build over to the dragon head, and I put it on. And once I put it on, my girlfriend said I look just like the dragon head because she said my head is huge. See, I'm not the only one that gets bullied in this relationship. But I threw on the elytra and the head, and I was soaring through the skies. I then found a portal really close by, and I just missed it, but I actually ended up fitting in, surprisingly. And it was finally time to head home. Mission accomplished. Let's go, guys. We got the elytra and the dragon head. So I started putting away all of my diamonds, and I got so many diamonds. Diamonds I don't even use. Then I made a whole bunch of chests, and I made some shulker boxes, and I made like 30. It was insane. I literally have no use for them at all. But I did make a little cool like doorway looking thing with the shulker boxes. So maybe the 2 hours or something I spent finding them and killing them was worth it. It wasn't worth it. But I put the dragon head down and it looked pretty cool just chilling in the middle of my chest room. And I have a pretty cool surprise. So let me build it and show you guys, because this is the moment you guys all been waiting for. All right, I just finished. I jumped down and here it is. I made a cow head on top of the island to represent my girlfriend. Pretty amazing, am I right? You know me, I had to add leaves, and the leaves acted as her hair. So I placed down a whole bunch of leaves so it looked like her hair, and there it is. Look at that. That's so funny. Here is the cow herself. And the castle is supposed to be her body or her torso, so I'm gonna make the castle massive. And just take a look, they're completely identical. And disclaimer, she was over when I made this, and she's fine with it. And she even had a pretty good laugh to all the people that might be butthurt. But on day 293, I started cleaning up the island a little bit, and I thought it would be a good time to make my memorials. So I put the meat, the feathers, and the leather back onto the walls, and I made a Rit William, Rit Mushroom Cow, and Rit Mushroom Cow's foreskin signs underneath the items, just to pay tribute to the animals that died in the making of these episodes. And I started kissing the leather. Then I made my dog twerk a little bit. I was kind of bored, and I made the pair bust it down. I was pretty bored, and I looked into my little swimming pool, and I just had so many random animals in it. I'm not sure why. And I went into the water, and I didn't even know skeleton horses and iron golems can live underwater. I was pretty shocked. There was a whole ecosystem living down there. I had no idea. Then I trapped my villager just so he doesn't live on the edge again, and I'll bring him some friends as soon as possible. But I think it was a good time to redesign the island again, so I moved all the cows into this new area just so I can start breaking this place and redesigning it. I gave this one cow a friendly slap, And there's their new home. I then finally let the polar bear free. He's been stuck in this place since literally day one. If you guys remember, you guys must feel bad because this polar bear has actually been in the cage for all of his life. And to make it worse, I put him in another cage. But at least he has a polar bear friend now. But once all the animals were moved out of the way, it was time to redesign the floor. That took a while, but look how beautiful it is. It's not the best. Like I said, I'm not the best builder, but wow, it looks so much better than before. And I wanted to expand the swimming pool. And soon enough, on day 400, I'm gonna completely redesign everything. All the farms are gonna be removed and redesigned. But let me know in the comments if you guys want a day 400 or a let's play series on a 1-block hardcore world. Thank you so much for making it here. I love you guys. Please subscribe, like the video, comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my second channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video on day 400.